W's.
Now what I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Yeah.
Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago.
Goals in my mouth like I'm Stephen Curry. 30 plus in my drop cause I'm a damn word.
The NFL season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On first and 10 is Conner. And some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him. The guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Throwing on second and 14. Haskins. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Matt Milano in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Third and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trent Murphy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Snead's got it. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bills have taken the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go play action now. Haskins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And Diggs has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, man, watch the boot. Watch safety green. Safety green.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Conner here on 1st. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 55 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Conner. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Bring it. Bring it.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
He's going to take a shot for the end, and it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Allen off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Say.
Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Singletary on the toss play. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Check three.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. On 1st down, Connor. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Allen. And that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Going top shelf for Smith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen. It's complete to Snead. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen now from the gun. He'll throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to... Man, that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
On the set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. They're going to try and run for it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Singletary again. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go right back to Singletary. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On first down, Connor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
don't they?
They
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post.
And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 30. Hey, hold. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch the eye.
He'll look to throw. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Middle. Hey, hold. Switch gears. Switch. Hey, check it.
He's back to throw.
Set.
And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.